Hello and welcome to PDS, a 30-year retrospective. I'm your host, Tony Marino. Of course, you are familiar with the stellar reputation that PDS commands in the marketplace, but we're willing to bet that there are some facets of the company's history that you are not aware of. Today, we're going to share some of these nuggets with you through a series of historical interviews with the president of the company himself, Art Janes. For example, did you know that PDS was first conceived way back in 1927? In this rare footage, Mr. Janes explains his vision.
We've got a new business plan. We're going to hire people with all the employment shortage. We're going to hire people and help out large companies by loaning them employees. It's the cat's meow. It's the best thing ever. We're going to manage all this with a new electronic system that's going to tell us where people are and pay them and everything electronically.
Unfortunately, Mr. Janes was a man ahead of his time. You see, he couldn't accomplish his goals until many of the things he mentioned were actually invented. Computers, for example. So let's skip ahead now 50 years to 1977, where disco was king, the location, Washington State, where PDS was finally incorporated, and it couldn't have happened at a groovier time.
What it is, man, absolutely groovy. We're starting an engineering company called Piping Design Services, Inc. We're going to help contractors build 26 nuclear plants. We're right on the front end of this, billions and billions of dollars worth to spend, and we're going to get our fair share. This is a funkadelic opportunity, the best.
As you can see, Mr. Janes' original concept for PDS is quite different from today's model. So we take you now to the 1980s, where Michael Jackson was ruling MTV, President Reagan was fighting the Cold War, and PDS, having relocated its headquarters to Dallas, just completed 10 years of quality service.
Quite a bit has changed, actually. We're down here in Texas now, y'all. Back in 1982, we bought a company up in Alaska called Northwest Technical Services. So now we have operations in Alaska. We're also looking at another acquisition that's coming up soon called Axe. We're in final negotiations, hope to close it next month or so. Then we'll have offices in California and some other spots. The whole business plan has changed. We're doing staffing services instead of engineering. So a lot has really changed. It's all due to the people that work for us, our staff. And here's a round of applause to them.
The 1980s were no doubt radical for PDS, but things only got better. As the company's profits continued to grow, it also continued to expand. And as we shift to the 1990s, we enter a decade where grunge had replaced pop, Michael Jordan was collecting championships, and PDS just finished its second decade of existence.
Awesome, dude, awesome. Texas is my nirvana. Couldn't have been a better move. We've got 14 offices now. We did complete that acquisition back in '87 with ACT. We've actually done another deal with IDI in the upper Midwest. Things are going great. We're preparing for the big Y2K, 2000. All the computers are going to shut down, automobiles, communication systems, no TV, power, the whole bit. Could be a big one. Then we're going to have to go back in and fix it all. This is enormous, buddy. We're doing awesome.
With the Y2K crisis averted, PDS continued to grow as we move into the 2000s. With continued success and expansion, there's no wonder this company has not only survived for 3 decades, but it has flourished. And as Mr. Janes likes to remind us, none of it is possible without quality employees. Interestingly enough, though, PDS has reached a point where some of the employees are younger than the company itself, as evident by some of these current employee photos. It's employees like those that drive PDS, and to find out more, we've recently caught up with Mr. Janes as he was reflecting on PDS's 30-year anniversary.
We've really grown. We've had fantastic success. The big news is we purchased a company back in 2003, which was nearly our size. A little tough to swallow, but we made it. We now have 27 offices. Our revenue's grown to over 300 million, and business has been off the hook for the last 5 years. I can honestly say that it's due to one main thing: our highly professional staff.
Istanbul was Constantinople, now it's Istanbul, not Constantinople. Been a long time gone, Constantinople, now it's Turkish delight on a moonlit night. Every gal in Constantinople lives in Istanbul, not Constantinople. So if you've a date in Constantinople, she'll be waiting in Istanbul. Even old New York was once New Amsterdam. Why they changed it, I can't say. People just liked it better that way. So take me back to Constantinople. No, you can't go back to Constantinople. Been a long time gone, Constantinople. Why did Constantinople get the works? That's nobody's business but the Turks.
Looking at those photos, there's little doubt that PDS employees not only work hard, they also have fun at their job. And that's a recipe for success. So we conclude today's program. We want to leave you with some parting words from your president and thank you for joining us.
Well, I want to sincerely congratulate everyone for making PDS a success. As I've always said, the people that work for PDS, the staff people, are its most important asset. We don't have some sort of magic patent on something. We're a service company, and you folks are the people that have made PDS the success it is. I want to thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. Congratulations.